Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Object 261. It's the Tier 10 SPG, Tier 10 Soviet SPG, I should say. It's located on the northeast corner of Westfield under the command of graldebarantauro. Yes, I almost forgot how to pronounce it. Of the FYD clan. Game on. Yes, GR is giant red. Aldebaran Toro. Well, Aldebaran is a giant red star in the Taurus constellation. And yes, that's a star. A giant red star. Okay, 18 centimeter howitzer. Let's see how he gets on. 800 alpha. 45 millimeters of pain. Bounce out. Well, it landed right in front, but he lost a huge amount of hit points, that Rhinocerente, from our teammates just before our shell arrived. See, he's gone. Yep. Nice one. Kill shot goes to the Viz 55. So we've started off the game rather well. And oh, look at this. A 113 Beijing Opera has suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Grabs out. That's a direct hit. Okay, so it's a good game to start. Changing position and pointing out the battery. It's a slightly altered map, as you know. Now, there are a couple of enemy tanks down to the south. And you can see a leopard. He fires one in. Well, the leopard was able to pull back before the shell arrived. The standard reload for this Arty is 30.68 seconds. Aldebaran Toro's got 25.46. You can see he's got a mixture of stun and non-stun HE. Okay, he's lining up a shot on that concept. He was moving rather rapidly, but he was sitting in the woods just to start with. Bounce out. Don't get anything from that one. But because there was a good shot on E5, and he stunned E5, remember? Because he did get a direct hit, but it was a blind hit. He's actually got his communications expert up and running. That's 2.5% extra on the crew skills straight away and for the rest of the battle. Now, nobody's spotting at the moment. That's not good. There's the concept. Oh, just got hit. Oh, well, unfortunately, that shell doesn't do any good because it hit the target just after the Heshbon nuked him. Took him out of the game. He was stationary, so that would have been a good shot. But for the fact, of course, he was out. Oh, the leopard's come back. Almost loaded. That leopard could be a nice target. Routes out. Well, it landed short of the leopard, I'm afraid. I think that was more to do with RNG than to do with his aim. He's almost loaded for another one. This Arty does load very quickly, but it also has a short number of shells, which makes it very difficult sometimes. Because, of course, you could easily run out of shells and then have to spend the rest of the battle doing light tank duties, just spotting the enemy, which is not very helpful because, of course, this thing doesn't have very good view range, only 300 meters. I do wish Wargaming would actually give this Arty and the T92 HMC more shells to play with. There's the leopard. Looks like that large shell we fired did do some damage. And yes, we got 353 and we got stun assist as soon as he was taken out by our teammate. Okay, we've got a Progetto 65 who's hiding behind the house. And up here we've got the Beijing Opera with that funny muzzle brake. Looks like he's, well, he's obviously got an itchy W key because he's trying to drive around and avoid getting hit. He knows there's Arty aiming at him. Of course, the other Arty on our team, GWEI. And on the enemy team, they've got a batch at 155, 58, 261. We're dialing in on the K91 who's sitting in that corner. Oh, that's a good hit. 331. And we've just spotted the Waffle, the Waffenträger auf Panzer auf E100. He's sitting up there on that perch. Oh, we've lost sight of him now. He was up there. Okay. He's going to hold back on shooting until he can actually see the target. I think the Waffenträger's gone into one of those dips. There's the Beijing Opera again. Now, if we can disable this guy, we might be able to get some stun assist off him. And we've lost him again. So 2-second flight time for the shell. And they're indicating they think there's another tank destroyer a little further off. Okay, there's the Beijing. What's he going to do next? Is he going to go straight? Yes, rounds out. Looks good. Right into the side of him. 277. He gets rid of the stun straight away. But now he's trying to intercept our Waffenträger, who I think is going to go down. Yeah, unfortunately, a Guerrilla 15 was directly ahead of him. There is a Guerrilla 15 in that wood. He's knocked down the trees to protect himself, and our Waffle tractor didn't take that into account. Okay, Beijing being very crafty, rounds out, looks good. Lands right next door to him for 280. And this time he is stunned because he can't get rid of the stun. He's on cooldown. So we might get some stun assist if our teammates can get around there in time to get a shot into him. But it looks like he's trying to avoid that. Somewhere in there is definitely a Guerrilla. That's what the Waffenträger was driving straight towards. And that's why the others are being very cautious about moving over there. Get the feeling that CS63 is going to drive through the buildings and then try and get at either the Progetto, or he might expose where the other enemy are. He's found the Progetto. Okay, we can put a shell down near the edge, and he's backing up. Good shot. Stunned him, he's taking damage, we're getting stun assist, and they got the kill. The Leopard 1 was the one who got the kill in the end, but it was the CS63 that took the initiative, and of course we helped him. Or rather, graldebarantauro helped him by plotting the shell there to disable him at the right moment. Okay, Beijing Opera's made a fatal mistake there because he turned right at the top, but and one of our tanks, the K91, got intercepted by the other one and got taken out. Now he must be very close to the Waffenträger on the enemy team. Thinks the Waffenträger's pulled back. And there is the Heshbon on the enemy team. Rounds out. It disables him. And there's big hit. Oh, he goes down. And the Waffenträger is... no, it's actually the Heshbon killing Heshbon. It wasn't the Waffenträger. But the Guerrilla 15 killed our K91 in the north. We're now looking at the 113 again. Haven't seen that Guerrilla yet, but we know he's up there. Rounds out. Looks good. Yeah, another direct hit. And there's the GWE900 firing in as well. Unfortunately, it means that we're not going to get the stun assist off that one. We got the track assist. We damaged his track and he was immobilized. And suddenly, out of nowhere, their Heshbon comes in. So they must have had two. Or did they? No, they only had the one. Rounds out. Well, now they only have one. Actually, they had two Heshbons. The other one was killed earlier in the game. But we do know they've got two Grilla 15s. There's one of them, right down in the south. But we know there's another one further up the hill. Round south. Looks good. Direct hit. Oh, yes. He got him coming forward or coming straight towards him or away. And that made it much, much easier to get the shot on target. Aldebarantauro now is changing his direction, his angle. He's only got one round of non-stun HE left, but he does have a few rounds of the armor piercing. This should be interesting. Oh, there they are. They've been spotted. Can we get a good shot of these guys? I think he can come out of the woods now because obviously the enemy's just too far away to see him. But obviously he's a very cautious man. He doesn't want to get spotted by the enemy if he can help it. Of course, preserving your anonymity, rather, or not being spotted, can be useful if you actually do get a medal for an invader. He did land the shell near the Grilla, picked up another 290 hit points on that one. Or was it the other one? Well, they've lost the Grilla. They've lost one of their Arty. They've only got the buff of the Vega and their Object 261 left. We're loaded. Just got to know where to put the shell. That looks to be right. Oh, that was an armor piercing straight through his gun shield. And of course, these armor piercing rounds, they're capable of 520 alpha. So he got a high roll with that one. And 334 millimeters of pen. That shot went right through the gun shield. And now we're just looking for the 261. There he is. We need a penetrating shot to make this work. He's loaded. Rounds out. Oh, it hit the ground near him. But it's a ramp kill from the Object 277. And the game is over. Well, the amazing thing about that battle was that we came very close to seeing a Faden's medal because he only had one round left and it was an armor piercing one. He missed with that first armor piercing shot. The first armor piercing shot actually hit the waffle, and that did get a kill out of it for somebody else because we stripped him of his hit points. But it was actually the second armor piercing which hit the ground, and that just left him one more. Now, if that Object 277 had held him there, we could have pinned him and picked up a Faden's medal, but sadly they wanted to get him and kill him quickly to win the game. So it was an ace tanker game for GR Aldebarantauro in the Object 261. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this game he managed to get 16, and he got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, at least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And in fact, every tank he hit contributed to that Confederate. His win rate was 3,213, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in that game actually went to the Grilla 15 on the enemy team, who got a high caliber for 6,804 hit points. Now, I suspect that was the one that was hidden up in the wood, up in the north, because he was taking on our guys every time they poked over the ridgeline. And that's why the Beijing Opera 113 managed to stay around for so long, because every time somebody tried to get a shot on him, they were getting hit in return. The second highest damage went to, yes, Aldebarantauro. He got 4,083 hit points, with third place going to the Heshbon on our team with 3,989. When it came to kills, the high scorer was the Heshbon with 4 kills to him, 3 kills to our Leopard 1 and T62A, and also the Object 261 on the enemy team managed 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, we can see that, yes, Aldebarantauro got it again. 1,006, meaning he's the only player to get over 1,000 base in this game. Second place going to the M48 pattern with 839. Third place going to the Leopard 1 with 833. He fired 19 rounds, 1 round left to get a Fadens. He got 9 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, which we know is the Buffle Tractor because, of course, it went right through the gun shield, which is the best place to hit it. And there it is, 576 hit points. That's a high roll on a penetrating shot. He also got 13 splashes, 4,083 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 10 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 1,526 hit points of stun assist and 1,964 hit points of stun assist of 10 stuns. On a free play account, rather, I should say, he made a profit of 10,622 credits from that game. He also picked up 35 bonds for mission achievement, 7 bonds for tier 10, 42 in total, and 1,006 base XP out of the game with no multipliers. But it was a really good game, and it's odd that you don't often see a player load as many armor-piercing rounds, because, of course, it means they have to be really good with their aim to get an accurate penetrating shot. You have to hit the target to make the armor-penetrating shots work. But, yes, he did make it work, and a waffle paid the price because he managed to get that shell right through the weak spot on the gun shield. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.